What's going on, guys? Kamon here. Man, I like making these videos, bro. I can be nice and chill. I don't gotta be all loud. And I know y'all see it, bro. We got the second webcam, bro. So the webcam you see here, this one, this is this. So I bought a second one. So the next deck profiles you'll see, hopefully, if I hook this up correctly, it'll be with this, so better quality. So y'all can, yeah, woo. I told y'all I was gonna upgrade, and I did, and we're close to 900 subs. Currently, we're at 818 subscribers right now, I want to say. So thank you very much. Also, thank you guys for pointing out some misplays I did in the first duel. I actually forgot I used Ashuna's effect, so I couldn't summon Baron. But you guys are very nice to me. That's why I like y'all. Even when I make misplays, you guys are like, "Oh, hey, brother, don't forget you can't do this and that." You know what I mean? Like, you're not just like breathing down my neck. I've seen a couple of YouTubers who do upload videos like this, some in my style, some in not in this style, and like the comments are just ruthless, bro. So I'm very thankful. But anyways, fought my buddy TJ here. He's playing Tearlaments, and we're still rocking the World Tree, as I call it, World Tree Swordsoul deck. So he starts off first. He just sets 2 and he passes. So now I draw here, and like, I forgot. Oh, no, I did the first game. Okay, I start off with the Small World. Small World is broken in this deck. So the fact that you have to like ash the Small World here is really good. So I banish Ecclesia from my hand, banish the Ashuna, and I add the Ringo Worm. That is one line you can do if you have a Ecclesia in your hand, right? Another line, you can banish any other worm, right? Then you can banish the Ashuna in your deck. Then you can add the Ringworm. You know what I mean? So like, Small World is actually really good because of Ringo Worm. Like, I like it so much. I might play Ringo Worm at 2 maybe, because like, seeing Ringo Worm is a lot more easier now. You know what I mean? And I can make room for other stuff. So at Small World, I'm gonna set up for a big play here. I believe I normal summon the Ecclesia, and I'm like, all right, if he has a Ash or whatever, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go for broke. Ecclesia effect, summon out Moye effect here. Gonna shuffle really quick, and then I reveal the Summit. I'm forgetting the name of it for some reason all the time. I don't know why. Oh, he was trying to cut, but then like a card came out, so he was like, "Yo, get it." Good guy, TJ. So then, yeah. So Moye effect here. Summon out token. And people actually ask me, and I activate Apple Dragon, have an effect. They ask me like, why do I use the proper token for the proper monster? For me, how my brain works, if I do it for the proper monster, I know the sequence easier. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyways, I summon Shisha, Chain Link 1, Shisha, Chain Link 2, Moye, draw. I drew another Apple Dragon, so that's why I might play him at 2 maybe, because I played him at 3 before because it's searchable. You know what I mean? So now I'm playing, if I do play him at 2, I guess I'll search it out with, no, I played him at 3 because he wasn't searchable. But now that we have a way to search him, I might play him at 2 maybe. So now I'm going to go for Emergence, and I'm going to add the Long Yuang to our hand. And I believe I have a Taya in my hand here. Pretty sure I have a Taya. So now I'm letting him cut because I don't want to like play as he's cutting. You know what I mean? So now I summon some of these 2, and I summon out the one and only Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel, target that to banish. I'm checking if he has any kind of response, because I didn't want to go to my long Yuang yet, and he has like a face down. You know what I mean? So like, I want to try to get rid of something. Theoretically, I should have went to. I mean, I could have went to Baron here instead. Baron definitely would have been better, but then I banished the Super Poly, bro. Holy! So now effects in the Allspice. Actually, it didn't matter if he had an Imperm because I had Allspice in my hand, which is really good card, by the way. I'm playing it at 2 in this build, and I'm actually really enjoying it. So now he goes for the Gamma here, and I'm just like, okay, cool. We should be okay still, because we do have the Summit and we have the Ring of Worm. See, this is why Ring of Worm is super good, guys. Because, like, look, he gammed me, and in the regular build, my turn would have just ended. But because of the Ringo Worm, I'm like, yo, we're fine, bro. We're fine. I can still make some kind of board. So I go for this. Yeah, I go for the Summit to summon out the Allspice that I pitched to Grave. Then I banish the Ringo Worm, right, to summon out token, because I did Synchro Summon this turn. Like, look at this. Bro, if it wasn't for Ringo Worm, my turn would have just ended with a Chaos Angel, and that's it. So the fact that I can make another 8, which I'm probably going to make Berserker, is crazy. Berserker, and then Allspice effect, I'm going to banish. So he was trying to say, oh, I have nothing engraved for the banish. I'm like, yo, it's field engrave. Allspice is very good. And then here is where I banish that guy. Theoretically, I should have just banished his back row instead. Because in phase, those two were going to get banished regardless. So, oh, no, he went first. Never mind. I swing in with that first just so I can get damage in. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I banished that so I can, okay. I remember. Sorry. It's like really late here. I was hanging out with Doombot and Duelist Wave earlier, so make sure y'all go sub to them, by the way. So now he draws here. Mind you, my synchros are unaffected by his monster effects, so it's not looking too good for him. My Berserker's at 4K right now. He starts off with the King of the Swamp. I'm thinking here. I don't think I have anything. And I think he just scoops here. Yeah, he just scoops here. He just scoops. So that's game 1. Game 1 went pretty well, in my opinion. So now... Game 2, he made me go first. And I was just like, oh, wow. So I didn't mind too much. So pitch the Allspice, summon out this. Summon out a token here. And then I believe... Do I go Baron or do I go... I think I go the Long Yuan. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I go the Long Yuan, burn him for 12. What else is in my hand here? Set 1 and I pass. I have a Dark Ruler in my hand right now. I thought he was going to make me go second, but... Smart. Good on him for making me go first, actually. Very smart. And he just Kaiju's my... I'm just like, okay, cool. I think I had Blackout face down. I don't remember what I had face down. It's either Blackout or Imperm. It's definitely not a D-Barrier. Now he goes for this card. Let's some search. Bro had an Ash in his hand too. Oh my. He had the Ash too, bro. Oh my lord. He was ready. The Kaiju the Ash. He made Dex Droll too. Oh my gosh. It's funny because Swordsoul could still play like around Droll. Like even if we get Drolled, we can still play around it, which is pretty good in my opinion. It's crazy, dude. The deck is so good. Rogue deck, by the way. Rogue deck, so cheap. Only expensive card is Baron. And even then, that's like, what, 40 bucks? Maybe 50 right now? It's a lot better than when Baron was like $100 each. I'm so hyped that I bought this camera, guys. You have no idea. I'm so hyped. Bro, this camera is so good, too. Oh, man. So here, he's just doing Tearlaments stuff, and I'm just like, okay, you know? Okay, you guided me. I don't think I can stop any of this. I'm not citing anything for Tearlaments or Graveyard stuff because it's like, I feel like Swordsoul can handle Graveyard effects super well. Did you draw a Veiler? Now he goes for the Poly here. Poly's those 3. Oh, he pitches the Ash and the Nib. I was like, golly, bro. So it's not Chimera effect here. So that resolves. So now that the Poly resolved, the Chimera can no longer be targeted because the Poly is in the graveyard. So now he's gonna pop. He's gonna pop and he's gonna draw, I believe. So he pops the back row. What did I have face down? It was the blackout. Okay, cool. He's going to draw 2. So that wasn't bad at all. He's going to use her effects. Because that resolved. And then he's going to fuse again. He's going to make the big girl. I forgot. I don't know her name, bro. Yeah, her? I'm tired. And I believe, I think that card sends, right? On summon. I really don't know what Tearlaments do like that, if I'm being honest. Like, usually, I'll just read the card as I'm dueling it. You know what I mean? The only time I, like, learn, like, a deck is when I'm, like, trying to study for, like, a certain matchup. You know what I mean? But since no one's really playing tier, like, generally, I know what to expect and what to look out for it to hit and whatnot, but, you know what I mean? He attacks twice, I'm like, all right, cool. So, I remember I have a Dark Ruler in my hand, so I'm like, all right. I was asking, like, what do the cards do, etc., and I was asking, if I dark... Yeah, so I Dark Ruler here. So it turns out both his guys. So then I go Summit, right? He has a nib in his hand. Golly. So now I summon the Allspice, right? Normal summon the Ringo Worm. So, this is where I did a misplay. This is where I did a misplay, right? But it's like, I didn't know he had, what he had face down. But it's like, they always have that. I should have known. But like I said, I don't duel tier too often. You know what I mean? Oh, man. So here's where I synchro summon these two to summon out Yugioh. Yugioh Chainlink 1 and Allspice Chainlink 2. Here's where I messed up, right? So, alright, I was asking him if I can target Chimera, because Chimera states if Poly's in the graveyard, it cannot be targeted, right? But because I used Dark Ruler, I turned off its effect. So therefore, the effects are negated, so you can target it. I wasn't sure if it was like a continuous effect or no, sorry. I wasn't sure if it was a condition or not. You know what I mean? So here's where we ask Yusuf, and Yusuf tells us, like, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, so okay, skip ahead a little bit, because we talked for like 2 minutes. He told us, like, yeah, it can be targeted. So anyways, I did all that for nothing, bro, because I used Allspice to target his fusion. Like, so stupid, so stupid. What I should have done was target his Chimera to banish it and Chainlink 2 Yugioh effect. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna pause it. Actually, I'm gonna pause it. So if I were to do that instead, right? He would have trap carded. He would have banished his Chimera instead, right? To turn off my Yugioh. But if he did that, his fusion girl would have literally still been turned off. You know what I mean? So that's where I misplayed. Theoretically, he could have still just banished her instead. But then it's like, I don't think he would have done that, because then he only would have had one monster on field. You know what I mean? And I still have Ringo Worm engraved. So because of the Ringo Worm, because he summoned her back, her effects are back. So if I were to summon a monster here, he's just gonna negate it. So I go Ringo Worm effects, and he just negates it. And I'm just like, okay. And then he can use the effect there. And I'm pretty sure I scoop here. Yeah, I scoop. I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with all that. So that was like the only misplay. Theoretically, like I said, he could have literally just moved his Tearlaments girl instead of the Chimera if I targeted the Chimera. So, you know. Now we're going to go to game 3. And I sided the world against him, bro. I was just like, okay. Alright, maybe go first. I opened up Droll, though. That's crazy. So here we go. I set... So, alright. This is like the only misplay he did, right? I set 2, and then I go pass. He goes, hold on, before you end main phase, activate effect to summon and then mill. And I'm just like, huh, okay. Or to summon. And I'm just like, all right, so he's trying to mill for something good here. And he misses. I think he misses, right? I'm not sure how it works. Either way, I'm like, okay. So I asked him, like, you did that during the main phase, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. So, because I opened up with Ecclesia, and I believe a Talents, and like, and 2D barrier. Yeah, Ecclesia, no, 2 Talents, Ecclesia. Yeah, 2D barrier, Ecclesia, Talents, and 1 more card. So now I'm like, all right, that was during main phase, so I'm just gonna draw a card here. I'm gonna draw 2 cards here, and I drew pretty good. So now, especially the Ecclesia that was in my hand, I'm just like, all right, cool, we got plays. All because he summoned that on my main phase. If he didn't do that, we wouldn't know. We would have been in a worse spot. So now I'm like, all right, I'm gonna summon the Moye here. He literally cannot imperm me because he has a monster. And I go Moye effects, reveal the blackout, reveal blackout, summon out token. Yeah, here's where I get the Moye token instead because I'm like, I don't want to like mess up my combos here. So now I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, yo, that was like his only misplay he did, which wasn't really his fault. He was trying to like mill to like fuse and whatnot because I set 2 to pass. You know what I mean? So now standard combo here. I don't know if I have ringworm in my hand. I don't think I do, but here we go. Chain-link 1, Chain-link 2, right? I was really hoping I drew either a Taya or a Long Yuan, which I'm pretty sure I drew. Depending on what I search, here's what I drew. Okay, I'm pretty sure I drew a Taya here or something. Yeah, I definitely drew a Taya here. I'm pretty sure I did. So I add that to hand, which is dumb. I should have just added the Long Yuan to my hand. Actually, no. No, it didn't matter because he didn't. You know, I had it in my hand already. So now, okay, I remember. Activate Emergence. Since I control the Synchro, I can add any worm. So I add the Ashuna to my hand here. I have the Gravity class in my hand, so it's kind of broken. Now I normal summon Taya here. Banish this to bring out a token. I don't remember if I lower level or not. I don't remember. Oh, you know what? I don't think I do. Check out my graveyard. I'm thinking like, all right, what's in my graveyard here? Because Taya's gonna hit the graveyard. I think do I use a Shuna here? No, I don't. I didn't want to get locked into worms just yet. So I go in Boxy. Boxy Chain-link 1. That's Chain-link 2. Spin that back to deck. And then I Foolish. Oh, I'm broken. Oh, watch this. Watch this. Because I'm fighting Tearlaments, right? Watch this. So I Foolish Burial that. I use Boxy effect here, right? I go Boxy effect, target self. It didn't matter which one I target, but Boxy effect, target self to target the Arihara in graveyard. Oh my gosh. I remember. This is why I'm always changing this deck around so much to find the perfect build. Effect, target. He's like, yep. To the graveyard, summon this back here. Synchro summon these 2 into Shinshin. I put Shinshin in the deck. One of my subs, he came to my Discord. Join, by the way. He would tell me how it's good. I set 4 and I passed, bro. Holy. 2 of those are D-Barrier, by the way, and the other one is Gravity Collapse. Shinshin is broken because even if he gets rid of Shinshin, I'm going to bring Shinshin back. Anything on the field that hits graveyard is banished. Shinshin is a great card this format. Very good against Purely. Very good against Tearlaments also, as you can see here. So now he has to play a bit more awkward, a bit more differently. You know what I mean? So he's going to add the poly. And then this is where I drop Droll. So when I dropped Droll, he told me, because you know, TJ is he's a really good dude. He'll tell you like, oh, this card's good in this deck. This card's bad. He told me to side out Droll versus this deck next time, right? Because it doesn't really hurt him like that. And I'm just like, all right, no problem. So now he kaiju's my Shinshin. I'm just like, okay, cool, that's fine. This card, I believe, lets him mill, right? I think. It was worse as I have a gravity class in my... Oh, no, it searches. Does it, I think? No, Foolish Burials, I think? I don't know what this card does. Someone help. Because he is under draw right now. Shinshin is so busted, bro. I think it does Foolish Burial. I'm pretty sure Foolish Burials. Shinshin is so good, dude. It puts up so much pressure, and the fact that I can just bring Shinshin right back to be a menace is crazy. You know what I mean? So Shinshin's never really gone, and then when I attack, I could put back a banished. Oh my god, yo, Shinshin is so good. Plus, like, Shinshin's pretty good because, like, if you have like a awkward hand with a level 7 Tenyi plus Apple Dragon, you could just special summon that normal Apple Dragon, synchro those two, and make Shinshin. You know what I mean? Because Shinshin just needs one tuner and one or more non-tuner. You know what I mean? So, pretty good. So he's thinking here of what to do. I believe this card sends because he's under draw right now. He cannot add cards from deck to hand, which does come up. He's thinking hard of like what to do here. So he sends that card. I don't even know what it's called. That fish monster thing. That's so crazy, yo. Shinshin puts in so much work. It sucks he had a kaiju, but he summons from deck. Okay, it Foolish Burials, right? So now he's like, all right, effect to mill again, and I'm just like, it's fine by me, brother. 1, 2, just 2 cards. So he goes Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, and I go, what cards? Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. All right. So now I'm just like, okay, cool. He can't search, so I'm just gonna debury now. Call fusions. Woo! That card hurts. That card hurts. So he was gonna try to fuse and search. So despite him saying Droll isn't good against this deck, that's the one time it did come up. You know what I mean? He sets 1 and he passes, and I'm just like, I bet. I was thinking because I'm like, yo, I got Shinshin in the graveyard. I go Emergence here. I check the graveyard just to make sure I got good cards here. So I go Emergence. Add the Moye. And I have the Gravity Collapse. I'm balling right now, bro. Moye effect, reveal. Summon out a token here. Yeah, and we got full combo. Even if he nibs me right now, bro. We'll still be good to go. Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. He's gonna cut for me. Trying to get to my Long Yuwong here. Draw a card. I'm pretty sure I get the Long Yuwong. So he was asking if I have another D-Barrier face down. I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, all right. So he just surrenders. So yeah. That was it for that. That was a pretty good duel. I feel like I played that super well besides the one misplay. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We're so close to 900 subscribers. I know that's like 100 away, but like the way you guys support me is crazy. I really appreciate it. I will never be not grateful. Bought the new camera, so we're gonna be updating a lot more deck profiles and whatnot with better quality. So I'm doing all this for you. I'm gonna fix up my Patreon, so hopefully you guys, when I do, you guys will get some cool perks and benefits. So hopefully it tickles your fancy. You know what I mean? If you want to support me a little bit extra. But anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next video, the final video. Have an awesome day. Peace.